Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Although Sister Wives star Janelle Brown has fully established in North Carolina, she is currently dealing with a big problem in the Old North state. She became the second wife of polygamous Kody Brown. But during the 2020 pandemic, Janelle and Kody's relationship encountered difficulties that caused a gap between them. As time went on, Janelle made the decision to split from Kody, but not before obtaining her just share of the land in Coyote Pass. As a result, Robyn and Kody sold the property for $1.5 million after paying off a $340,000 loan. On her Instagram story, Janelle disclosed that she had been attempting to get her driver's license but had been unable to do so because of unforeseen delays. Janelle called her failure an adventure. She said, "Trying to get my North Carolina driver's license because, well, I'm really settled now." Janelle has to get the license even if she put it off for months. Unfortunately, she was lacking a document, so she didn't receive it on Thursday. Janelle promised to pick up her license this week at the Department of Motor Vehicles, DMV. Janelle is applying for her driver's license in an attempt to complete her move to North Carolina. She acknowledged that when she first arrived in the state, she had not visited the DMV. Rather, she waited as long as possible to obtain the ID and license until it was required. Janelle is currently making a hasty attempt to obtain her driver's license. Her rapid attempts to obtain her ID suggest that she could require it for a particular purpose. Perhaps Janelle's new journey had anything to do with the Coyote Pass sale. She also made a passing mention of the new Real ID regulations. The fact that Janelle is hurrying to obtain her driver's license also suggests that she is at last making the big move necessary to make her mark in North Carolina. She formerly shared a home with her ex-husband, Kody, in Arizona. Nevertheless, getting her driver's license is a smart move now that she has broken up with him and moved to North Carolina. In addition to her farm, Janelle runs a number of physical and internet enterprises. It seems that in her new state of residency, getting a driver's license will surely help her and provide her greater freedom. The fact that Janelle is having trouble getting a driver's license in North Carolina is not shocking. She has freely acknowledged that she put off getting the ID for several months. It makes sense, then, that she is now in dire need of it and is making every effort to get it as soon as possible. Despite waiting in line, Janelle hasn't been able to obtain her license yet because North Carolina is a densely populated state with nearly 10 million citizens. The Sister Wives star is optimistic and expects the DMV to approve her request shortly. The life of Janelle Brown in 2025 appears to be substantially different from that of the time that Sister Wives Season 19 was filmed. When she married Kody Brown, she was in her 30s, and she lived with him and his two other wives, Christine and Mary Brown, in a polygamous family. As a member of this special family, Janelle thought she could have a happy future. Janelle and Kody had 6 children over the next 30 years. She proved to be a devoted wife and a great matriarch, doing everything she could to follow Kody's orders. After Kody wed Robyn Brown, his 4th wife, Janelle started to distance herself from him. She believed her husband wasn't giving their kids enough attention. Conflicts with Kody over a range of topics finally resulted from Janelle's growing discontent. During the COVID-19 epidemic, she even defied Kody's request that they ask their sons, Garrison and Gabe Brown, to leave the house. As time passed, Janelle became more comfortable voicing her opinions, drawing inspiration from her sister Christine's divorce from Kody. Janelle and Kody's spiritual marriage was finally terminated in late 2022. Janelle spent a large portion of her money with Kody and the other sister wives to buy Coyote Pass, a 14-acre plot of land. She had originally intended to start a family there, but after she and Kody broke up, things became complicated and the property became the subject of drama. For months, Janelle tried to convince Kody to sell the property and give her a reasonable portion of the proceeds. Kody neglected to make sure Janelle and Mary got a just return on their investments in favor of concentrating on increasing profits with Robyn, his surviving wife. Janelle and Mary banded together as the issue came to a head and vowed to sue Kody. Soon later, Sister Wives viewers learned that Kody had given Janelle and Mary a share of the property. Kody, Robyn, Janelle, and Mary sold Coyote Pass for $1.5 million in April 2025, according to several news agencies, making $680,000 on their original investment. Additionally, according to the sources, Janelle received approximately $375,000, which is probably more than twice as much as she invested in 2018. Before they formally broke up in 2022, Kody had been out of Janelle's life for a number of years. On her birthday, Janelle recalled an uncomfortable encounter with him, during which she refused his advances. Janelle put all of her energy into herself after the breakup. She started by severing all connections with Kody and moving to Chocowinity, North Carolina, from Flagstaff, Arizona. She reportedly paid $289,000 for Tata Farms, a piece of agricultural land in North Carolina. Janelle's daughter, Maddie Brush, lives quite close to her husband, Caleb Brush, and their 4 kids as a result of this choice. Janelle shared adorable photos of her son Paydon and daughter Savannah as they were out and about in Raleigh, North Carolina, in December 2024. She disclosed that Paydon had also relocated to North Carolina and secured an apartment in the caption. In order for them all to be nearer, Janelle now wants Christine to purchase a second home in North Carolina. Since Janelle is currently attempting to acquire an identification card in the state, her relocation to North Carolina has been verified. She is keen to settle down in the Old North State, even after experiencing a setback at the DMV. After her marriage to Kody ended, Janelle is eager to start the next phase of her life. She continues to see herself as Christine's sister wife, but she is starting to distance herself from her polygamous past. Janelle isn't interested in falling in love again as Christine is. She can't wait to live life to the fullest while unmarried. In North Carolina, Janelle has started construction on a new home that will be close to her daughter's home. After posting a video showing the property where her home will be constructed, Janelle wrote, "My home is slowly coming to fruition. The house has been staked," Janelle told her fans, and she intends to move in by the holidays. "My house will have a large covered front and back porch," she added. "Bring on afternoons spent swinging on the porch, with the necessary screens for pests in the summer, of course." Fans of Sister Wives congratulate Janelle on her recent achievement and are overjoyed about her new life in North Carolina. She moved from Arizona to North Carolina, shed a ton of pounds, and started 2 new businesses. She has also started a journey to purge herself of any negativity that would prevent her from realizing her full potential. Janelle has been committed to her detox objectives since the start of 2025 and has been making steady progress. Janelle continues to struggle with the profound grief of losing her grown son, Garrison Brown, in spite of all these great improvements in her life. Janelle recently posted never-before-seen photos of her baby to Instagram along with a touching message honoring him. "In the millions of pictures I have, you look so alive," she wrote. "I occasionally forget that I won't see you again, but then I remember." Despite describing loss as an odd feeling, Janelle concluded her message by stating that she would eventually see her son again. The Sister Wives cast member is moving on in spite of her loss, keeping her son's memories close to her heart. Mary Brown, star of Sister Wives, was a guest on the Tamron Hall show this week. The host reminded viewers that she used to host the TLC series Tell-Alls, but she lost the job after certain members of the Brown family were offended by the too tough questions she asked them. Before inviting Mary to the stage, Tamron informed her audience that she had hosted the Tell-All episodes of Sister Wives at the end of each season for 4 years, sitting down with Mary, Kody, Robyn, Christine, and Janelle before being fired due to criticism from some of the Brown adults. Regarding the Browns, Tamron remarked, "Like millions of viewers, I watched the family grow and change over time. As we watched, they battled to try to overturn even Utah's multiple marriage rules after Kody took a 4th wife, Robyn, then adopted and had their 18th child. We also saw the family disintegrate." Then, Tamron gave an explanation for her decision to no longer host the Brown family's tell-alls. "To tell the truth, I was told not to return because some people felt that the questions I was asking were too difficult," Tamron disclosed. Tamron did not specifically name the people, But she did play a tape from one of the tell-alls in which she asked whether they felt that Kody had legitimized one wife over the others by lawfully marrying Robyn. Before asking the inquiry, Tamron had told the family that it might offend them. When asked, Robyn admitted to Tamron that she was insulted. Tamron told viewers on Wednesday that she didn't initially want the job, claiming she just accepted it for the money, despite hosting the tell-alls from 2013 to 2017. "To be really honest with you, I didn't want to host the show at first," she stated. "I answered, it's a check, when I was asked to do it. Completed." Tamron stated that she had and still has a lot of respect for Meri after meeting the Brown family through the tell-alls, and she was thrilled about the chance to see her after all these years. Tamron admitted that she was really hurt when she was fired from her Sister Wives tell-all role after Meri strutted out onto the platform. Meri then affirmed that Tamron's audacious inquiries had in fact caused dissatisfaction among certain Brown family members. Meri remarked, "I never had any problems with you, and I always felt like I had a really cool connection with you. You're holding the other wives responsible?" Tamron made a joke. "Oh, absolutely," Meri answered. Then, Meri reaffirmed her backing for Tamron. "I understand that some members of the family didn't want you to host anymore because they found it difficult to deal with your desire to hold them responsible." Meri said, "But you do just that. You hold individuals accountable, and they exclude you from the group when they don't want to be held responsible." Meri went on to say that Kody was among the Brown family members who didn't think Tamron was a very good host. "To be completely honest," Tamron stated, "I don't think Kody is a fan of mine. And that's fine with me." "I don't believe he is either," Meri smiled. "Some people don't want to be held accountable by you." To the dismay of many fans, Sukanya Suki Krishnan has taken over as host in the years since Tamron was sacked. Fans of the show have expressed on social media that Suki frequently fails to hold the Browns responsible for their on-screen behavior and/or pose challenging questions. Fans express their desire for a presenter who genuinely poses challenging questions in the comments area of the official Sister Wives Facebook page after a preview of the upcoming Sister Wives tell-all episode, which will be hosted by Suki, was uploaded. One individual wrote, "Why did they bring Suki back?" Another person said, "She's the worst." According to Sister Wives spoilers, Meri Brown has been receiving a lot of inquiries lately regarding Tamron Hall. She just conducted an interview with her in which she revealed a great deal about her multiple marriages and Kody Brown. Since fans haven't seen Tamron in years, this interview was extremely startling. Tamron was sacked from her position as the original host of the Sister Wives tell-alls. Meri is now disclosing the reason behind Tamron's termination. Let's see what she said to her fans. Meri did all in her power to keep her marriage to Kody intact after polygamy, but she ultimately couldn't handle not being loved. She tried to get intimate with him and make amends despite his remarks that he wasn't in love with her. This was difficult for her, because she was his first wife. She eventually left Kody due to the treatment she was receiving and the fact that Robyn Brown was obviously the favorite of the four wives. Meri appears to be doing well for herself, despite the fact that she has had to start her life over. She has been striving to get her in excellent condition since returning to Utah. She seemed to have committed herself to mending and healing the harm that Kody caused her. Why Tamron was suspended. Meri will disclose many of the secrets about Robyn and Kody that are kept in part of the conversation with Tamron. Meri confided in Tamron about how things have changed since their last encounter, feeling that they had a strong bond. Although some of the other women harbor animosity toward her, Meri made it apparent that she did not. One of the primary reasons Kody dislikes Tamron is that she made the Brown family members answerable for their deeds. Tamron's harsh treatment of the Browns during the tell-all episodes has been the subject of numerous rumors that she was fired. Meri has just alluded to her termination, though. Will we find out the truth when we interview Tamron? Whether Meri reveals the truth or not, we'll have to wait and watch. Sister Wives Janelle Brown announces major setback in North Carolina after revealing why she returned to Flagstaff amid $340,000 Coyote Pass debt. Introduction. The shocking news you need to know about Janelle's return to Flagstaff. Janelle Brown, beloved for her fierce independence and determination, has made an unexpected move that has stunned Sister Wives fans and left us all questioning what's next for her future. After her dramatic departure to North Carolina and a promising new chapter, Janelle has just revealed a shocking setback that is causing her to return to Flagstaff, and it's connected to the $340,000 Coyote Pass debt that's been hanging over the Brown family's heads. Could this be the end of her North Carolina dream? Or is it just a temporary detour? In this exclusive breakdown, we'll explore everything surrounding Janelle's dramatic move, the monumental financial burden she's carrying, and the major setback that could change everything she thought she knew about her future. Chapter 1. The North Carolina Dream That Almost Was. For months, fans were thrilled to see Janelle Brown embrace a new life after leaving the dramatic and turbulent dynamics of the Brown family in Arizona. Her social media posts showed a more radiant and empowered Janelle, posting photos of lush greenery, serene nature walks, and even snapshots from what seemed to be a peaceful new home in North Carolina. It was a fresh start, one that many fans believed Janelle deserved after the years of stress and heartbreak caused by her troubled marriage to Kody Brown. But even as Janelle appeared to be flourishing in her new environment, there were whispers of challenges she faced behind the scenes. Could her life in North Carolina truly be as perfect as it seemed? Then, just when everything looked like it was finally falling into place for Janelle, something major came to light. Janelle announced that she was returning to Flagstaff, and not for a visit. Something unexpected was pulling her back to Arizona. And it all tied back to the infamous Coyote Pass property that has caused so much tension within the Brown family over the years. Chapter 2. Coyote Pass, the $340,000 albatross hanging over the Browns. What many Sister Wives fans may not realize is that the Browns are still deeply tied to the Coyote Pass property, a 20-acre plot of land purchased with the intention of creating separate homes for Kody and his wives. Over the years, the land has become a symbol of financial strain, failed dreams, and family drama. In fact, the Browns' $340,000 debt tied to the property has been one of the most pressing issues affecting the family, but little has been discussed about how this debt is impacting Janelle, specifically. While Kody has always been at the forefront of managing the finances, it's clear that this massive financial burden is one that has placed incredible strain on Janelle, especially after her departure from Arizona. So, why did she return to Flagstaff? What caused Janelle to abandon her new life in North Carolina for the weight of this $340,000 financial burden? Chapter 3. Janelle's Shocking Confession, the Major Setback in North Carolina. In an emotional announcement, Janelle took to social media to reveal the real reason behind her return to Flagstaff. Her message was clear. Her new life in North Carolina, though full of promise, simply couldn't move forward due to a major setback related to the Coyote Pass property. According to Janelle, a series of unforeseen financial challenges made it impossible for her to continue building a future in North Carolina without first confronting the looming debt of Coyote Pass. Janelle explained that despite her desire to stay in North Carolina, she could not ignore the reality of the debt that still weighed heavily on her, especially as she was trying to build a more stable life for herself. This setback has left Janelle with no choice but to return to Flagstaff and address the financial obligations surrounding Coyote Pass, and it's clear that this decision was not made lightly. As fans know, Janelle's relationship with Kody has been rocky, and the added stress of a $340,000 debt is only making things worse. Chapter 4. The Strain of Debt. Will Janelle ever truly be free of Coyote Pass? With the revelation of this setback, many fans are wondering, can Janelle ever truly escape the shadow of Coyote Pass and the financial burden it's placed on her? The $340,000 debt has been a source of tension within the Brown family, and with Janelle now facing the harsh reality of it, the road ahead is uncertain. But Janelle is not one to back down. Despite this setback, she remains hopeful that she can find a solution that will not only allow her to move forward, but also help the entire Brown family resolve their financial troubles once and for all. Her return to Flagstaff is not just about addressing the debt. It's also about finding peace within her family dynamic and determining what she wants for the next chapter of her life. Will she be able to work things out with Kody and the rest of the Browns? Or is this the beginning of a new journey where Janelle takes matters into her own hands? Chapter 5. What's next for Janelle? The future after the setback. Despite the significant setback, Janelle has made it clear that she is not giving up on her dreams of creating a fulfilling, independent life. While the Coyote Pass debt may have brought her back to Flagstaff temporarily, Janelle is determined to find a way to continue building her future, whether that means staying in Arizona or eventually returning to North Carolina. Fans are eager to know, will Janelle be able to break free from the weight of the Coyote Pass debt once and for all? Will she continue to follow her own path, regardless of the challenges, or will she be drawn back into the drama of her family's financial troubles? One thing is certain, Janelle's journey is far from over, and her fans will be eagerly watching to see what the future holds. Conclusion: a future full of uncertainty and possibilities. As Janelle Brown continues to navigate the difficult and unpredictable journey of life, it's clear that her future is anything but certain. From the $340,000 Coyote Pass debt to the emotional roller coaster of her family dynamics, Janelle is facing challenges that could define the rest of her life. But if there's one thing we know about Janelle, it's that she's never one to back down from a challenge. Whether she's facing financial struggles, family tensions, or unexpected setbacks, Janelle is determined to make her own way, and we can't wait to see what happens next.